ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಗ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ.
Good morning, students. So today classes I'm going to take for you 9th standard children. Here in the last unit we discussed about the chemistry. In that chemistry first chapter is covered, including class work. So here first chapter is what are the matter and what are the states of the matter we learn in chemistry. So today in this class we are going to discuss in another branch of the science, which is not another branch of the science. It may be a chemistry, or it may be a physics, or it may be a biology. So here today in this class we are going to discuss about the life science is nothing but a biology. What is that biology? Why we have to learn biology? And in the later upcoming studies in biology, what we are going to call. So biology is nothing but a life science. We are going to learn about all metabolic activities in life science, including plants, including organisms, including multicellular organisms. So all organisms, all unicellular, all multicellular organisms, everyone they have life. Then who is the responsible, who is the basic unit for that life? Like in this class, we are going to learn which is the basic unit for living organism, including the plant, unicellular, multicellular, everything organisms. Okay, so that is nothing but the fundamental unit of life. Today in this class, we are going to learn about the fundamental unit of life. Fundamental unit of life. This is the second chapter in biology. Got it? So here the our topic itself stating what is that fundamental. Fundamental is must and should need to living organism. Without that, life is not exist in the living organism. Then, which is that one? We people are very familiar. What is that? All living organisms are made up of a cell. Is it no? All living organisms is made up of a cell. Next, what is that? The group of cell. Group of cell is called as the tissue. Group of tissue called as the organ. Group of organ is called as the organ system. See, basically, what is called as the cell? Cell is a structural and functional unit of a living organism. See here, cell. First, what is the cell? Group of cell is called as the tissue. Group of tissue called organ. And here, group of organ is called as organ system. See, here tissue exits and next organ will exit. After that organ system will exit. Then for all 1, 2, 3, for these three basic is cell. Got it? Without cell, tissue is not exit. Without tissue, organ is not exist. Or without organ system is not exist. So basically, cell is the responsible for all these three things. Here, what will be asked then? What is the cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism. Without cell, life is not exist. Okay. After that, this cell only, what the work will be do this cell and how they will be do how they will be do that work and why they will be do the work. For example, we take every all living organism. We have to survive means we have to respire. We have to respire. Respire means what? We should take oxygen inside and we should give outside carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. That process we call it the respiration. That is responsible in cell only. That we call the cellular respiration. What we call cellular respiration. So your cell is mainly responsible for respiration, taking inside the oxygen and giving outside the carbon dioxide. So many things. What are the metabolic activities? What is that metabolic activities means? Digestion, excretion, reproduction, and digestive system, excretory system, circulatory system, blood will circulate. All these type of organ system will depending upon cell only. Got it? So this cell, with the help of their cell, we are going to respire. That respiration we call is the cellular respiration. What we call cellular respiration. Okay, and next topic, little will go for depth now. So, how did this will oxygen and carbon dioxide will started to exchange from body to atmosphere, from atmosphere to body? What that two means? One is the oxygen and another one is carbon dioxide. See here, oxygen we are going to write in O2 and carbon dioxide we are going to write in caps O2. This is also caps O2. Okay, oxygen and carbon dioxide. So, when we are going to learn respiratory system, with the help of the nostrils, with the help of the nose, we are going to breathe inside the oxygen, and with the help of the nose only, we are giving outside the carbon dioxide. So, this is nothing but a respiratory system. But inside that respiratory system, will help with cell only. Will help with cell. Here, for cell, two members will be held for the cell. Which are what those means? One we call as the plasma membrane. What we call one we call as plasma membrane. Plasma plasma membrane. So this plasma membrane will do the activities in two ways. Will do the activities in two ways. How they will work means one is the diffusion and another one is osmosis. Osmosis, diffusion. Yes. So the plasma membrane, actually in the science we are going to call it as a peripermeable membrane or selectively called the peripermeable membrane. It acts like a tissue paper in between the two particles, in between the two objects. Got it? Semi-permeable membrane. It has like a layer. So through this oxygen and carbon dioxide, through this oxygen and carbon dioxide, it will be replaced. The replace it will be take place. Got it? And one more thing, always we have to give. Science is not a pattern subject. Got it? Oxygen and carbon dioxide, it will be exchanged through the cell membrane. Is nothing but a plasma membrane, and that plasma membrane we call as the semi-permeable membrane. With the help of these oxygen and carbon dioxide, it will be take carbon dioxide exchange of the place. It will be take place. Or else you can say like this also. Carbon dioxide and oxygen exchange, where it will be exchanged through from atmosphere to body and from body to atmosphere. Got it? So in this one, how they will be exchanged? Which are that process means in that also we are going to find out two things. One we call as the osmosis and another one is diffusion. Got it? So in 7th standard, 8th standard, all from the basically you learn and also you did experiment for this. What is that osmosis? What is this diffusion? See, osmosis and diffusion in both also the substances or solvent. What we call as that one solvent in the 9th standard. You people are in 9th now, so I'm going to explain little bit standard words. Instead of calling substances, instead of calling inorganic substances, I'm going to use the word solvent. Got it? That solvent it will be exchanged. That solvent is nothing but oxygen and carbon dioxide through the osmosis and diffusion. They will be asked the question like this: What is the difference between them, osmosis and diffusion? See here, osmosis is it will be run from lower concentration to higher concentration. Lower concentration means what? Now, so here dark pink color it is there. Here light pink color it is there. Okay, or light green color. Okay. So I started to mix the fluid in a beaker together. So dark color, what it will be have happened, little bit become light after few hours or after some time. The dark color it will be changes to light in color. Why? This light color it will be neatly absorbed from dark color liquid. So here osmosis means the solvent it will be moved from lower region to higher region, which is the less concentration, less. It will be always, yes, I want a little bit color. I want to become a dark in color. Got it? Why they will be like that? Because they are in light in color, light in energy. Got it? They will be not have. So what they will be feel always? No, I want to become dark in color. I want to get you more energy. This lighter energy. So started. How they will be started? It will be started wherever it may be. The dark color, wherever it may be, it's light color. It will be started to follow that one. It started to abstract that one. Light color observed. It will be observed from the dark color things. So here the things osmosis means whatever the solvent it will be moved from lighter concentration to higher concentration. You have to learn answer like this only. Got it? The solvent substances from it will be moved from lower concentration to higher concentration. That is called as the osmosis. So this osmosis it will be happened in plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is nothing but a semi-permeable membrane. All these changes it will be takes place inside the living organism. Got it? So next, after the osmosis, we are going to discuss about the diffusion. So this diffusion is totally different. Now it will be totally opposite to the osmosis. How it will be opposite to the osmosis? See, lower region to higher region osmosis. Then diffusion is higher region to lower region. We did experiment in science standard. What is that? We will take one potato. Okay, you will be make slice of the potato, and you have to take in another beaker potassium permanganate solution. What is the potassium permanganate? K caps K M N O 4 potassium permanganate solution. This is pink in color. Got it? Imagine this is the beaker. Inside the beaker, I am going to take as a pink in color solution. Got it, children? So here potato it is there. In potato, you will not find out any type of fair things. Got it? So I'm going to add this potato inside this beaker. Okay. Here pink color solutions are there. Particles are there. That particles it will be so fastly. So as it is so, it will be moved to lower concentration. So it is the diffusion. Diffusion is nothing but a carbon dioxide or oxygen or water particles. Carbon dioxide, oxygen or water. Water. What is the molecular formula for water? Means H2O, water. So all these three things it will be started to flow from higher region to lower region is nothing but a diffusion. So this is the introduction for you people in 9th standard class. We should learn carefully. We should learn thoroughly. Whenever you are going to learn, it should be only one time only. We are not supposed to take more and more time. If you have any doubt, you can ask and clear it there itself. Got it? So yes, your ma'am is going to teach today fundamental unit of life. Fundamental unit of life is nothing but a cell. Cell. After the cell, we are going to discuss about the unicellular organism, multicellular organism, and plant body. Got it? So in that plant body and multicellular organism, cell. What is that cell? The cell is the structural and functional unit of the life. After that cell, we are going to discuss about the cell membrane. What is that cell membrane? Is nothing but a plasma membrane. Cell membrane is nothing but a plasma membrane. How that plasma membrane it will be act like a semi-permeable membrane. It's like a layer, thin layer. Got it? Semi-permeable membrane. Through that semi-permeable membrane, the solvents will be the solvents takes place of the exchanging. Which are those solvent ways? Oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water. In that we are going to find out two ways. One is the osmosis, and another one is diffusion. Got it, children? So next we are going to discuss about the in the cell. Okay, ma'am. Next, we are going to discuss inside the cell what are the things it will be there and how we are going to learn. Got it? So now I am going to erase this one. Yes. Inside the cell, we are going to find out the one is very important is nucleus. Okay. So what is that nucleus and what is the function of that nucleus? So here nucleus is mainly act like a controlling and coordinating of the activities in the cell. Without that, without the nucleus, cell is not respiring, cell is not able to do their work properly. Got it? Inside the cell, we are going to find out the nucleus, and after that, including that, we are going to find out the cell organelles. Nucleus, first thing is, and second thing is cell organelles. Here. You know the function of nucleus. Nucleus is the controlling and coordinating of the cell. Got it? Next thing, in the cell only we are going to find out cell organelles. Which is that? What is that cell organelles? See here, so many friends, they will be L for cell. Which are those friends means here, one is the mitochondria. And another one is ribosome or plastids. Yes, these they have so many things: ribosome, lysosomes, Golgi complex, like that. But these two are very important for cell. Here, very important for cell. Then, what is the function of this mitochondria and what is the function of these plastids? Here, mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. What we call powerhouse of the cell. How they will be powerhouse of the cell, and why we call as mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell means because they will be reserve the energy. They will be store the energy whenever the cell need energy. That time that mitochondria will give the energy for cell. Why they will be giving energy for cell? Cell will be able to do other activities. What is that activities? Means they will be able to respire, digestion, nutrition, respiration, everything. It will be going with the help of a cell only. For that cell, mitochondria will be helped. Got it? Somebody will ask of you how that mitochondria will store the energy. Why they will be store the energy? Mitochondria, they will be store the energy when started the respiration, cell started the respiration, by the time extra whatever in your body, which are the amount of energy, more and more energy it is there, so that it will be stored by mitochondria. And one more thing we call as the powerhouse of the cell. What we call mitochondria? Powerhouse of the cell. POWER, power house of the cell. Got it. Next, plastics. This plastics also is very important. Here, this is the first word for 9th standard children, new people. What is that means? They will be having pigment. They will be having chromosome. What is that chromosome? Chromosomes will give the color to the human beings. Color to the human being. For example, you take your father, your mother. They are in black or they are in white. After burning the what after you the next your generation, you people also how your father they have the color, same color we have. Got it? What mother color they have, we also receive same color. Next generation, what my color, next my son or my daughter, they will have the same color. So that thing that is responsible from plastics, where we are going to find out this one, plastics. Got it? And one more thing, these two have a DNA genetic material. What we call as DNA genetic material. DNA. Got it? Deoxyribonucleic acid. We call as the DNA is nothing but a genetic material. What is the function of that genetic material? This is the first thing. Genetic material means they will be flow the hereditary character from one generation to another generation. Which are those hereditary character? My father will businessman, then me or my brother or my sister, they will be continuing the same thing. Okay, or as my parents, they will be doing some other business, or it will be continued. Or my parents are they will be educated. Their children also they started to educate. They will be started educated. Sometimes it will be happen, but not in all the time. Sometimes it will be changes depending upon the surrounding, depending upon the environment. Is it good? Depending upon the nature. Got it? But 900%, minimum on 10 to 15%, the character of the parents, it will be flow from generation to generation, flow from generation to generation. As usually, normally all the parents will be started to speak like when in your home, anyone give birth to new baby, newborn baby, by seeing that one, your grandma will tell, see, like all this baby is looking like our mother only, or this baby is looking like our father only, grandma only, grandpa only. Like that, they are talking, okay? And sometimes they will be discussing about the intelligence of the child. See how much short, how much short that boy, so much good. They will be very intelligent, like our papa, like our mother. Got it? Sometimes they will be discussing about the color also, like our mother only, she is also. These all the characters together we call the hereditary characteristics. What we call hereditary characteristics. It will be flow from one generation to another generation with the help of a DNA. With the help of a DNA. That DNA we call the genetic material. That genetic material, it is present in mitochondria and also we call it as the plastids. Got it? And in these plastids, it will be present. Here, no need to make the confusion. Plastids and the chromosome. Yes, these plastids we are going to see in plant body. These chromosomes we are going to see in human beings. Got it? These chromosomes only mainly responsible. Even we are going to deciding the sex of the baby. It may be male or it may be a female. Male or female. Like that. Even including that, we are going to deciding with the help of a chromosome that it will be present in plastids. That plastids is nothing but a genetic material. Are you clear now? So second thing is, first we are going to discuss about the cell. After that, what are the things it will be there, how they will be exchanging with the places it will be there. Next, what present in the cell and what is the function of that. Got it? Next now, third point I'm going to tell clearly for you now. Depending upon the nucleus only. Yes. So we are going to find out here two things. One is the depending upon the cell, depending upon the nucleus, presence of the nucleus and absence of the nucleus. Absence of the nucleus we call as the prokaryotic cell. What we call prokaryotic. Prokaryotic. This we call as the eukaryotic. So this one is 1 to 10 micron. This is nanometer. Micron 10 to the power of minus 6. Got it? So this is from 5 to 100 micrometer, nanometer. This much of big in size. Got it? So prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Here these word pro absence A B S E N C absence. U means it is there. What is that? Nucleus presence. This also you have to learn. Got it? Depending upon the nucleus, we are going to discuss two things. One is the prokaryotic and another one is eukaryotic. What do you mean by prokaryotic? Prokaryotic is nothing but a absence of the nucleus. Eukaryotic is nothing but a presence of the nucleus, and they will be found out 1 to 10 micron in size. We are going to find out 5 to 10, 5 to 100 micron in size. And here we will be plasma membrane or cell membrane is absent. See here, cell membrane is absent. One more thing. Cell membrane is absent. Here in the eukaryotic cell membrane is present. Got it? And one more thing is here chromosome is single. Is chromosome is more than one. More than one. Here nuclei is absent. Is absent. Nuclei is present. Why I'm going to explain this one means I'm going to ask for you people for 4 marks question. Write the difference between, write any 4 difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. This is the basic class for you people. You have to learn thoroughly. Only one time you will be get it properly means in your long period of time or whenever you are going to learn or continue the education until that it will be flow. It will be flow like a river. Without this basic knowledge, we can't continue the higher studies. Got it? So because of that, I'm going to explain one more time for you people. Depending upon the nucleus, we are going to classify 2 types: absence and presence. Absence means prokaryotic, presence means eukaryotic, and they will be 1 to 10 nanometer, and here 5 to 100 nanometer. And here chromosome is a single, and here chromosome is more than one. Cell membrane is absent, cell membrane is present. Got it? And nucleus is absent, nucleus is present. Genetic material is absent, genetic material is present. Like this, you only how to make it more and more points related to this point. But you have to remember again and again, depending upon the nucleus only we are going to classify these 2. Okay, and finally, in the way this nucleus we are going to find out means cell. In this class, we have thoroughly I'm going to explain for you people cell, including by both that cell only. All the chapter it will be continued like for you people. Got it? And last and 2 things I want to tell for you. One, endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These 2 topics in this chapter. At last, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, these 2 also they will be able to store the things only, substances only for cellular respiration. Got it? Rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These 2 also we are going to find out like a plastids and like a ribosomes and like a Golgi complex. In the 8th standard, we are going to learn about the Golgi complex, lysosomes, fungi, and all. Got it? Again, I'm not going to explain the 2 things. Got it? So including this chapter, it will be completed for you. And last and finally, I'm going to say one more thing. Okay, beginning you are going to say, ma'am, or what is that cell, and who will discover that cell? Cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. What is that? Robert. The name of the scientist we call is the Robert Hooke. ROBERT. Robert HOOK. Robert Hooke. He called a piece of slice. We call it the cork slice. CORCA. Cork slice, SLICE, or slice. With the help of a microscope, that person was going to observe that one and we call as this is the cell. Got it? So the name of the scientist called the Robert Hooke in the year of 1665, 1665. Who discovered the cell and in which year discovered the cell? 1 mark question. Got it? Robert Hooke was discovered the cell in the year of 1665. And how they will be look means it will be like a slice, fork slice. With the help of a microscope, that person was discovered. And one more question will arise. This Robert Hooke was physics person or chemistry person or biology person. Robert Hooke basically he was a botanist. Botanist means who will be learn, who will be studying about the life science. That scientist we call as the botanist. That botanist Robert Hooke was discovered the cell in the year of 1665. Got it? So in the next class, I'm going to give related to this chapter transfer for you people. Get ready. In another one class, in the third lesson, I'm going to discuss for you chemistry one. Thank you.
Yes,